Brad Eller, board member.
Jake Collette, board member.
Corey Holmes, board member.
Eric Campbell, director.
Jason Watt, business administrator.
Brianne Dietrichson, board member.
Kim Dickerson, board member.
Garrett Peterson, superintendent.
Okay, welcome everybody to our Wednesday, November 5th, 2025 study session. Special study session and special board meeting. We'll go ahead and get right into, we have Dr. Eric Campbell here to present some information to us about the process, and also we're going to go about 15 minutes with his presentation, and then just remember we need to set up the room for our guests that are coming later, so it's kind of quick. So, thank you. Go
Thank
ahead.
you. So I just want to take a moment in this meeting and just kind of, since the last time the board got together in a study session, just kind of talk specifically and show a close-up of what those changes were based on the feedback. The proposal that we talked about last time had the boundary going along Heritage Farms Parkway, which is this area right here, and then we're often kind of split Red Ledges from these neighborhoods over here. I think this is 5 acres, I think is the name of those houses over there. 5 acres. So I just wanted to show the board, and if there's any specific questions regarding the proposal that went out on Monday. Basically, we've taken this area right in here was Ivory Homes, and so we've kept them and new and followed basically off of 40. We've come up to the canal, and we followed the canal. This is Wasatch Canal up. These roads do not connect with these neighborhoods over here. Based on that feedback, going around the cove on Coyote Lane, we then pick up Timpanogos Canal to about here to keep that cove neighborhood going to Timpanogos and Wasatch High School, and then from there we kind of really just kind of do a line directly to the county line, making sure that we encompass the top of Red Ledges, which is those streets right here, and go straight out to the county line from there. Is pretty much what that new boundary consisted of based on the feedback at the last study session. So that's kind of where we're at there. Any specific questions regarding the streets or where the canal or the boundary line lies? Okay. With that, then they talk about the process.
Okay, so tonight, this will be a fairly short meeting. It'll be a one action item meeting. We'll take public comment as part of what's going on, and then we'll move in. Dr. Campbell will make sure that he shows what's going on with the changes that we've sent out. We were able, just as a reminder to everyone, we were able to send out communication on this to everyone in our school community. We did that on Monday morning. So that people could comment and give us feedback. We've taken that feedback. We appreciate everyone's feedback. And then we'll kind of roll after that when Eric will get up and he will do the new suggestion for boundary. And Kim will handle that part of it, and then we'll go to vote and discussion item as we did before. And that could range anywhere from tabling it like we did last time to a discussion after a second. And we can either then pass it or not. If not, just so you guys know, if we don't get to the point where we pass a boundary, we would go back into the process that we've already undertaken, and probably look for something like a November 18th board meeting, trying to get something into that November 18th board meeting. So any questions where we are in the process of this whole thing too? A lot of feedback. We've been studying for 6 months, taking a lot of information. So any questions on the process? Okay. That's all I had, Kim.
Are you all okay going? I know the board policies are 30 minutes, but
What's that?
to the end? I know the board policy said 30 minutes, but let's just take it all the way to the end and make sure we hear everybody.
For the public comment or
Oh,
something.
you're talking public, when we go to the public comment? The public, so the board policy states that it should be
30 minutes for a
but
general meeting, but I think, just to make sure everybody's here. Are there any other questions?
Is it possible to see the estimates again for, that were put up with the scenarios for D and H when they were done?
The original ones?
Yeah, the ones that were in purple or blue or whatever that.
So you want to look at the boundaries?
The numbers that we used for it.
Oh, yeah. Probably the new ones that we sent out.
I'll try to find that. The ones that were sent to you in the email today, is that what you're referring to that?
Or the prior ones.
Okay. Let's see which one. A lot of emails that went back and forth.
So I did look up a couple things.
Yeah, please.
Capacity of Rocky Mountain Middle School is 1,040 students. Timpanogos Middle School is 1,300 students. That was one of the questions that was asked during the public comment, was what was the capacity of those buildings? So either way,
Good.
we still look okay from that
Rocky
perspective.
Mountain's actually bigger?
No.
No, smaller. 1,040 and 1,300.
1,300 for 10 minutes.
Correct. Yep. Yep.
I can buy off on that.
Yep.
Yeah, those are the capacities where we look at, like where we don't allow school choice into a building. All the scenarios leave us underneath that capacity, and our current scenario does as well.
Anything else? If not, we'll go ahead
This,
and...
Brad, want to look at this?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were done. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just filling time while he was.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Well, yeah, I'll do it over.
I mean, I figured we could have sat in silence, but.
I will say this before I forget real quick, because another one that we've heard quite a bit, and just so that people know, that there's been a lot of questions about on the demographics of the school, and maybe this is what you can talk about, Brad, but there's just, from a staff standpoint, just so people know, there's not a big enough difference between the different scenarios to make a difference, and the difference in the low-income population between the two schools isn't significant to raise any real concern. And really, if you look at the scenarios, the reality is in all the scenarios, the area where Heber Valley Elementary School is always in the Deer Creek one, which means it'll be a little bit higher. Old Mill has our least impact boundary, it's always in the be a little bit lower. So there will always be a little bit of a discrepancy there, but I wouldn't say it's alarming on any front from the staff standpoint.
And actually, you did really, really close to what I was thinking.
Really close?
You have A. What I wanted to,
Hey,
or whatever,
Our
existing,
existing
the existing,
boundaries.
thank you, whatever.
you are good.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, one of the things that just, looking through the numbers and looking at this today, this is a question that's been asked. These numbers represent only the first year, 2026 numbers.
For the demographics.
For the demographics, not as it goes through. So that's a question that was asked, is what do those actually represent? And then secondarily to that, the numbers for free and reduced, diversity, and English language learners for the new D scenario and the existing boundary at the middle school level are actually quite similar to what they are today.
Yeah.
the school capacity, or the school enrollment numbers are higher, but the percentages are similar to what they are today.
Yeah. That's all, but that's one of the things I noticed too, is no matter what's, they really do stay fairly close, so that's what we're at. And Eric can probably answer the other question on that.
Regarding where those numbers come from.
Well, why we only do the 1 year?
Yeah, MGT does not use any of the prediction models based on those subgroups. They only do prediction models based on kids. They don't look at a neighborhood and saying, well, this is how many ELL kids are going to move in. So, they don't do that. So they just use the actual October 1 counts for the year that we give them, and then obviously move those grades up for that 2026 year, and that's what those percentages are based on.
Something might be interesting, so when we work with MGT, who's the partner we work with on that, we worked with them for a bit. But they come in, we just got the new October 1 counts, they've got those numbers, and then they go through a process of verifying the data with their data. And then they get out, and they kind of get news on the ground to see what building is going on a little bit. And we got this all from them, they've done all the work they're gonna do in about February or March last year. And we've talked to them, they would assume they go through all their processes through with